today we're going to look at how to decorate a little notebook cover. I've just used a little standard notebook size here, and you could adapt this idea to any size notebook. You just need to take your measurements up a little. So the things that you'll need to actually make this design today are, I used this lovely designer paper here called Wonderful World. Got some lovely papers in here, so these are the papers that I used. The stamp set I'm using is also the Coordinating Wonderful World stamp set. I'm using this really cute little butterfly out of Happier Than Happy, and the little word I put on here, gratitude, is out of this oldie but a goodie, Fabulous Phrases. You can really get excited with your designing and use all sorts of different papers. Use up, any old ones you've got or embellishments. These are a few others that I've done just using different papers, and you can even go a little bit masculine and make one for dad or a special man in your life. Okay, so let's get started. Just going to do the measurements, and we'll do our paper cutting using the fabulous Stampin' Up paper trimmer. So the measurements to cover the notebook today are just grabbing our strip of paper here. You just need to do I'll actually need my extension on, excuse me, the notebook, and you can go over there. Our extension out. Great, you can see that. Alright, so we're going to cut at 8.5, and then 29. So you're best to use a scrapbook size piece of paper, or else your A4 piece won't be quite big enough. So 29. And cut there. Terrific. And then it's just doing some scoring. So we're going to score. Great with the paper trimmer to have our scorer up the top there, and our trimmer. So we're going to score at 2 centimeters. It's just to make our little fold lines. 14 centimeters. 15 centimeters, and then at 27 centimeters. Terrific. So I'll show you what that does when we fold that all up. So we've got a fold here, and a fold here, and a fold here, and a fold here, so that when we put it all together, it just makes like I guess like a little binding cover for, I think I folded the wrong way there, for our notebook. There we go. Got the idea? Alright, so we've cut out our little design. We've done the fold lines so that we know where to fold it up, and now it's time to do the adhesing. I'm using my wet glue today. It's really personal choice on which glue you like to use, and you just need a little bit either end. Grab our little notebook. Make sure to get my flowers up the right way. That would be a good idea, wouldn't it? One upside down flowers, do we? Okay, then we're good. So just pop this guy in here and fold it down. This end. Just bring it down to almost at the edge there. Fold this one up. And then you've got your little cover. That's pretty easy, wasn't it? Too easy. And then to do a layer on top of your cover, like I've done with this little coordinating piece of green leafy paper, the measurements for that are 7.5 by 11 centimeters. I'm not sure if I told you it was centimeters. So 11.5 by 7.5. So there you go, 7.5. Oh, it's just, oh, it's already big enough. Great. And 11. Don't need that one, that's a score. Okay, cutter. Pop you out of the way. And that will give the layer that we're looking for. Terrific. And we'll just glue him down. And this other layer that I've stamped on, which we'll do shortly, I just went a centimeter shorter for that as well. So 7 by 10.5 centimeters. So we'll just cut that one. All right, so here is the white layer as well that we're going to do our stamped image on. The ink pads that I'm using today are Mossy Meadow and Orchid Oasis, and I know that these coordinate with the papers that I've chosen today, the designer series papers, because it makes it so easy for you. On the back of the paper, it tells you which colors of cardboard and ink go together with these papers, so it makes it really easy to make things look beautiful without you having to work it out yourself. So the image that we're going to stamp on today is a part of that Wonderful World floral stamp. So I'm going to use this guy here. And I'm going to use a little bit of a different technique that I've only just learned. You might have been doing this for ages. Oh, and you know, when I first started with Stampin' Up, I had to YouTube how to open up the stamp pads because it's a bit tricky. So there you go, if you're one of those people too, don't worry, you're in good company. I had to do the same. So I'm going to use these little daubers, ink daubers, so that we can have a stamped image that has the two colors in it, and I don't need to stamp twice, just once. So I'm going to use the green first. So with the dauber on, I'm going to do the stems in a Mossy Meadow. Terrific. Swapping dauber, going to the Orchid Oasis for the flower. But this is such a clever idea, means that you can get the two colors. You don't have to worry about lining up ink pads twice or stamping twice. Could probably add a third color too. Maybe I could have made the centers. I think the other one that goes with this one is the daffodil one. Daffodil Delight. Yeah, so perhaps I could have put that in the center next time. All right. And then it's just a matter of stamping. Oh, do you do that? Do you get ink everywhere too? Or is it just me? Thank goodness there's two sides to every piece of cardboard. All right, as a friend of mine says. All right, here we go. Oh, look at that. Isn't it lovely? Too easy. All right, and then it's just a matter of adhering that also, or gluing it down onto your notebook cover. More glue. Try not to get that Mossy Meadow ink everywhere as I do this. Will I succeed? Looks like I've already had a bit of fun with Mossy Meadow in the past. There we go. He's on there. Careful not to spread the ink. Look at that. How cool is that? And then we're just going to add a word and a little butterfly. So using this a gratitude stamp, because I thought this could be a cute little gratitude journal. Leave it near the coffee table, write down little things that you're thankful about each day. So I'm going to pop gratitude down the bottom here. Oh, I've done it in purple instead of green. Oh, I'm mixing it up. Look at that. Lovely. And we're going to put that cute little butterfly. He's just so adorable. Up the top here, buzzing around near those flowers. Oh, I like to stamp it first because it's super bright, and then second time it's not so bright. So first time and then second time. Oh, and I might just do this. Probably should have done this before I glued it on. Hey, can I get it flat? Here we go. Let's find out. Oh, he's a little bit not all there. That's okay. I can colour it in later. I'll put a bit of bling over it. Good old bling covers everything. And I'm also going to add some bling. Speaking of bling, I'm going to use these bling colours. I think I'll use this one. Just pop it in the middle. Just to add a little bit of extra colour and dimension to our little project. And maybe I can pop one on my butterfly. Maybe a little purple one. What do you think? I'll pop it in here. Yeah, I reckon that'll work. Ta-da! And if you like, you could also add another one down the bottom. Once I start blinging, anything could happen. One down here. What do you think? Yep. Awesome. And that's it. Easy little project with you could do Christmas colors if you're wanting to do something for Christmas, or if you were theming with a birthday card as well. Go crazy, decorate, have fun. Just a cute little gift idea or a little special treat for yourself. Thanks, bye.